We're going to review several facets of the resume, and we're going to go over the top 10 resume writing tips. Of course, things that you need to be successful, no typos, no grammar mistakes. Of course, that's an automatic red flag for employers and whatnot. And most importantly, always tell the truth in your resume, y'all. Your resume is a reflection of your integrity, and that is a huge thing, right? And the goal of the resume is to get past the applicant tracking system, right? The applicant tracking system is sometimes our worst enemy, and we need it to get into the hands of a real person. Once that happens, your next goal is to land the interview. So we'll start with the formatting of the top part of your resume, which is hugely important, your contact information. It should be simple, clean, and centered at the top. No nicknames or outdated email addresses like, Hot Girl 2005. Stick with your name and a professional email, and one phone number is enough. Many people still ask, well, hey, see the difference? What's the big deal between an objective statement or a professional summary? Now, an objective is outdated. They focus on what you want. Professional summaries, on the other hand, focus on what you bring to the table. It's your showcase, and they lead with your value, especially your skills and training. Looking at this example of an executive statement, looking to utilize my education and skills to secure a job with a respected employer with room for advancement. That clearly shows what you are looking for, right? Versus a professional summary, bilingual automotive and sales specialist with over 10 years diagnosing, maintaining, repairing, and troubleshooting automobiles using trouble code scanners. Education includes Universal Technical Institute, Ford Motor Company technical training, and General Motors online training. It clearly shows what the candidate can offer the employer, what they bring to the table that could benefit the employer. See the difference? Now, keywords are how you get past the applicant tracking system. I mentioned applicant tracking system briefly earlier. Use exact phrases from the job ad. Even things like 3 years, the number 3 versus spelling 3 out matter. Pull keywords from the job description and, trusted sites like BLS.gov, which is Bureau of Labor and Statistics. But definitely pull key phrases directly from the job. Going through your skills, you want to make sure that you include hard skills, right? And sometimes it can be a little confusing to differentiate between the hard skills and the soft skills, but your hard skills are things that you're able to be taught. That's easy to summarize in numbers, percentages, quantification, and it's easy to show that expertise and how it's necessary to do your job. Here's some examples of some of those hard skills that could be listed on a resume for someone. Soft skills, leadership, communication, teamwork, those aren't necessarily bullet pointed, but they're things that you want to highlight in your job description and lead with an action. In these examples, it shows led a team of 10, mentored 5 junior employees, presented quarterly financial reports. You see the pattern there? Every single item starts with an action, what you did. Here's some more great examples for problem solving, adaptability, time management, customer service. And definitely don't discount your soft skills, because these are the things that are essential and highly valued to employers, I should say. Some of these things can't be taught. Either you got it or you don't, right? So definitely make sure you highlight these skills. Each bullet should begin with an action verb. List past jobs in the past tense, your present job in the present tense. I know that seems like, oh, well, why is she even saying this? But you would be surprised at how the tenses get mixed up and confused. And that is noticeable to recruiters and HR specialists who are reviewing these resumes. All jobs listed need the company name, your title, city, state, and the dates employed. Doesn't have to be the exact date, just the month and the year. Use numbers, percentages, and frequency whenever possible to show the impact and the metrics. These are real examples to prove your value. Now, when you are getting to the education section, just include your school, city, and the name of the degree or certification. Don't include high school if you've completed anything beyond high school. List only the completion year, not the start date, unless it's recent or ongoing. Like if you're attending Chicago State University right now, then it's okay to put, 8/2024 to present because you're currently enrolled. That's totally fine. No more references available upon request, y'all. Don't have that at the bottom of your resume. Don't you do it. Everyone is going to create, if you haven't already, a Word document specifically for your reference list, okay? You want to make sure that you have at least 3 professional references and make sure they know that they're on your list, okay? Don't just add people on there arbitrarily and not speak to them, get their buy-in or their permission, because that's the last thing you want is for someone to be caught off guard when they receive a reference call when they didn't know they were listed as a reference. Give them that courtesy to accept or decline for whatever reason. You want to make sure that you update their contact information regularly just to make sure, like, has their job title changed, their contact number changed, is their email address the same, are they still with the same company, that sort of thing. Make sure you keep that updated regularly. I know we have the ability for technology to proofread things. Do not discount the value of the human eye. Have someone else read through your resume. Have a human eye take a look to make sure that there aren't things that the spell checker overlooked. And, the consistency piece. Whatever you do for one, you do for all. Meaning, if you use a month and year for one job, use a month and year for all jobs. Make sure that your formatting is the same consistently through your resume. If the format changes from entry to entry, that's confusing or distracting for a potential employer, and that could be the reason they just toss yours to the side and go on to the next one. Now, make sure in your formatting, just keep it basic. 1-inch margins, font size 11 or 12, black text only. Keep it clean and easy to scan. No bright colors, no distracting fonts. That can get you tossed out of the applicant tracking system. As far as length, it's going to vary depending upon, your experience and the type of job that you are going for. Now, you want to keep it around 1 page if possible if you have under 10 years of experience, 2 pages for 10 plus years, which seems to be the most common, and 3 pages are primarily reserved for executives or highly technical professionals, but you just want to make sure that you keep it concise, y'all. Your resume is your highlight reel, your greatest hits, and just as important as what to include, I would be remiss if I did not share what not to include. Do not write your resume in a template. Do not insert tables. Please don't put photographs in there. Do not insert any borders, use italics, or underline anything. These applicant tracking systems are very sensitive. These type of things can and will get your resume moved to the side depending on the ATS that's scanning it. So keep it clean and free of any of the frills.